Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Todd, a 4-3 loss this evening against the Dundee Stars, but first 10 minutes, it looked like it was going to go a completely different way.
Well, you probably talked about the best part of the game for us. Clearly disappointed from the night before. We kind of got involved in a shootout. Something that it seems to be happening a little bit too much lately. Just too loose back and forth, end-to-end stuff. And we seem to be on the receiving end the last couple of games. So 10 minutes, we come out and score 2 shorthanded goals to start off that game. Things are going perfect. And then, let them back into the hockey game. They get a couple power play goals, which is a bit unfortunate because our kill has been very good this year. It's been very good. And, over the course of the weekend, I think we gave up four or five power play goals. I think maybe 5 so far. And, it really kills us. And really came out flat in that second period. We seem to be fragile at times, and when things don't go our way, we really seem to go into ourselves as a team. I guess credit to the guys in this sense. Both third periods, we responded well. We had a response in Braehead. We started rolling, we started pulling it back on a power play. We go down on a 2-on-1. Another guy jumps in to make it a 3-on-1. The puck bypasses all of us. They go down and score a shorthanded goal. That's just recognizing the situation you're in. And tonight, we battle ourselves back into a hockey game after a great start, a fantastic start, really. We battle ourselves back into a hockey game. We're patient enough. We find the third, and then firmly in control off a broken stick play. We go up and give the ultimate game winner, and at the end, with our power play misfiring so badly right now, we go, okay, well, we're going to put the extra guy on the ice. But you can see that, and this is something that we've addressed. Power play is absolutely about personnel, but it's also about working. It's not a break, right? And we figured we had too much time and space. It was in that bottom corner down there. 5-on-3, their man goes into the corner, and we should always come out that puck 100% of the time. We don't, and we lose the hockey game.
A couple of broken sticks didn't help tonight, and certainly that you ended up giving up that short-handed goal. But it's not just about a couple of broken sticks, is it? It's putting the pressure on yourself in that second period with the way it's played.
I also think that it's about you have to have the ability to recognize the situation you're in. At one point, we had them on a power play, and both of their top wingers had lost their sticks. Now, that's a situation that instead of tightening up, you recognize that they don't have any sticks in their hands, and you take advantage of that. Unfortunately for us, we really tighten up as a group. Instead of absorbing the pressure, we really seem to let it get on top of us, and it fragments quite quickly when you don't play with that confidence.
We've talked about sort of confidence in the past. Do you know where that sort of lack of confidence is coming from?
Well, if I knew that, we wouldn't be standing here discussing it. We really are a team that can go absolutely high, shoot the lights out. Everybody was here for the Nottingham game. Everybody was here for the Belfast game. But flip a switch and we can get very low quickly. There doesn't seem to be that intermediate. We can be the best team and beat anybody, and then we can really, really slide. And that's, a frustrating thing. Certainly is for a coach. And it's finding ways to creatively motivate guys. They recognize that the conference is gone, but there's a lot more to fight for. A playoff position, a high league finish, and you're not gonna do any of that without that level of consistency. And for me, the story of the season so far, where we find ourselves in league position, where we find ourselves in the conference that we are. It is just not being able to string consistent good performances together.
What can you do overnight tonight to reset the performance and go into Dundee and get the win tomorrow?
Well, I mean, we discussed that after, and that is tough because that game kind of flip-flopped both ways, and we did come out with that great start like we discussed, and really went to sleep for the second period, but weren't any worse off for it other than a lion's share of play in our zone. The third period we responded well and had opportunities at the end, and there was pucks around the net. There's bad choices. We got guys trying to take wrist shots from the red line off the rush, and it's just, to me, that's hope place, but that can come through frustration. But, I discussed it with them, and it's really, every time this team gets their back against the wall, we find a way to fight ourselves out of that corner. And tomorrow's a day like that. We have to salvage something from the weekend, and we have to keep getting points, for these remaining, there's only 10 games left.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.